I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this,
Hey, how everybody doing out there? I am your host, the Real Lovely C, and today we will be discussing the recap of Sistas Season 5, Episode 3, No Stress. And honey, when I say no stress, I mean no stress. We all know what it is to go and be in a relationship, and there's just stress. You know, you say the wrong word, they take it the wrong way. You try to be positive and something kicks off. So before I get started, just wanted to get some housekeeping out of the way. If you would, please hit that like button as you come in the room or before you leave. I really do appreciate it. Yes, I do appreciate it. Also, like I said, and share this video. Keep me in the algorithm. I really appreciate it. I want to thank all my new subscribers for coming back, and I will appreciate the new subscribers that has signed up. I really do appreciate you all. So without further ado, my co-hosts can't make it today because I overslept and my grandbaby has a fever. So it is what it is. So I got to do the show. So Danny walks in on Andy and Gary is making out. You know, they was making out on the sofa. So honey, Gary runs to the bathroom because he undressed, and Andy wanted to know why Danny was there. Like, she knew she was coming. You know, now you live in a penthouse for one, and you live in this penthouse, you got to okay the guests to come up. So you knew Danny was coming. You got in the moment. You and Gary made out. And so she came up on the elevator, you know, because you knew she was coming. And the doorman didn't announce her to let her come up because she was already known that she was coming up. And plus Sabrina is MIA. And they don't know what is going on. Lord, y'all hear that noise outside? There's them kids in the motorcycles. Okay, so, and like I said, Andy wanted to know why Danny was there. So that's why Danny was there. She was there because Sabrina was MIA, and Andy was going to check around and check with her colleagues to help her out, to find out if she was what was going on. So Danny told Andy that Gary needs to leave because they got stuff to do. This is not the time for no BS. Sabrina can't survive in jail. She can't survive in jail. She is locked up, okay? She is locked up, and they don't know it yet, but she's locked up, okay? for this robbery. So Danny told Gary he need to leave because no one still haven't heard from Sabrina, and Andy was supposed to be helping. She just got caught up in that moment. So Andy goes to talk with Gary to tell him he had to leave. Gary wanted to stay, and Andy let Gary know she was good for a minute. You know, he want to stay, and they want to finish up with the doing it. You know what? Doing it nasty, and because Danny interrupted it, and you know how it is when you doing the nasty and you ain't finished, and you get, it's just like you in the room and you trying to keep quiet because the kids out there and they walk up in the room in the middle of it. So it's a situation like that, you know. So Calvin goes to the bar where Maurice hangs out. Okay, now Calvin is Maurice's roommate. Okay, and Q is staying there too. Okay, so Q is the one that robbed the bank. Okay, so just so y'all didn't know, Q was the one that robbed the bank. Okay, and he's staying with Maurice. Okay, all right, mainly by choice because they feel sorry for him. Okay, because he ain't had nowhere to go. All right, so now y'all got the backstory on that. So Calvin goes to the bar. Maurice hangs out. He asks his friend, has he seen Maurice? His friend panicked, y'all. His friend panicked. He at the bar, but his friend know, and Calvin didn't know. But see, Chris and Maurice are like besties. So the news got to Chris, and Chris knew, and evidently Calvin knew where to go to get the information from. Okay, so Chris tells him that Maurice is in jail. He informed him that he got arrested, and he was arrested for that robbery that Q did. Calvin couldn't believe what Chris had just told him. Calvin said, hold on. Calvin said Maurice goes to jail for a robbery that Q went to jail for. That just don't make sense. So and the reason is because if you remember in the last season when he got locked up and he came out. Now he did say, I'm turning evidence on, and he was an informant, but not a informant for Maurice. He's a informant because he snitched on somebody in jail. That's what everybody was thinking. We didn't know he was coming out to get information on Sabrina and Maurice to see if they robbed them. And he set them up because now he got a home, he can have a hot meal and a bed to sleep in. Okay, so it gets deeper. So Q went to jail for this. Now Calvin don't know Q flipped on Maurice and gave him up. Calvin wanted to know what jail was he in. Chris not sure. Chris just is, Chris, they're not into that with jail and all that. They're not, but he's in a federal jail. He not in, Chris saying he think he in county, and he started naming different jails because he don't know. It's a federal crime, so he's in a federal jail. Okay, and they have not seen the judge yet. Okay, so Calvin told Maurice not to mess with Q, and Q has a nerve to be in Maurice's apartment. Calvin said that's okay. He's going to kick him out. Chris tells Calvin to wait. Don't kick him out yet because he heard. So anyway, so he called Maurice to come out the room because he called Q to come out the room because Q in the room making out with a girl in Maurice's bed. So that alone tell you something's going on because he heard about Calvin. Calvin can't fight. So Chris offered to help him. Calvin and Chris get to the house, and Q is in the bed with this girl. They tell him to get dressed and come out to the front room. Q wants to know who who do Calvin think he's talking to? Like, who you talking to? Who are you talking to? You don't talk to me like this. You know what I'm saying? He got some balls now. He talking crazy because he know that what's going on, but he just ain't said nothing. So to me, that's a dead old giveaway right there. That's a dead giveaway, and he's looking for her. Looking for Andy is looking for her phone just to find out that she missed 3 calls from her contacts about Sabrina. Danny talked about the guy she went out with, the police officer, and she warned her that he warned her that this was going to happen. Andy tells Danny, don't talk to him because anything she say can be used for evidence against Sabrina. So Q comes out of the room and Calvin started talking to Q. Q said the first thing you're going to do is take that tone out of your voice. Who do he think he is? Who do think he is? Y'all, I need y'all to hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. So Calvin asked him, who did he think he is? Who do you think you talking to? So he really bold because he ain't never talked like that because he know he gave Maurice and set Maurice up with that tape recorder, and Maurice was being, when he got caught up with this, Q was asking these questions and acting like, yeah, y'all set me up and all, yeah, we gonna do this with the money. Maurice was being sarcastic. He ain't did nothing. He was just being sarcastic to Q, okay? And Q had that recorder on him, asking questions and mainly leading and he just doing what he was doing. So Calvin asked him, did he set Maurice up? Q said, why would I do something like that? You know what you did. You know damn well what you did. Q volunteered that Maurice is in jail. Calvin never said anything about that. Calvin asked Q to get his things and leave. Q said he's not going anywhere and the fight is to begin. They get to rumbling in their yard. They get to rumbling, pow, 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 pow. And Chris did nothing but Chris ain't do nothing and he could have stayed at the bar. Calvin can't fight. So, like I said, Chris, he didn't do nothing, but all he did was break up the fight. Andy confirmed that Sabrina is locked up in the federal court and she can't, it ain't nothing that she can do about it, but this time, but wait. And that's all she can do. All she can do is wait, because is nothing that she can do about it at this time of night. So Fatima is, because she hadn't seen the judge, right? So Fatima is getting ready to go to the gym. She don't want to talk about Karen. Zach tells her he did go over to handle it just because she told him to last night. You know what I'm saying? Because they got in this big thing of Karen being disrespectful, and she's pregnant and she's supposed to be under all this stress and she was bleeding and all this other stuff, but she called Fatima a bitch, y'all. So, and at the time, Zach didn't say anything, he didn't really enforce it. He said something, but he didn't enforce it. So they can only talk about Karen when she wants to. She talks about her and her family and how they come and they thugs, and she understands them because her family is just like his family. So that's why she understands Zach so much, because she come from the same background. Fatima allows Zach to meet at the gym. Because he wanted to go to the gym with her. She didn't want him to go. So she said, after you put some water on your face, just meet me at the gym. Calvin called they called to tell her that Maurice is locked up. Called Danny. He called Danny because Danny called him and asked him if he hear anything to call her and let him know. So she called them to let him know that Maurice was locked up, and he told Danny that Maurice set him up. Calvin said, "I got about $20,000 in the bank to get Sabrina out." In a joking way, Danny says, "Yeah, come on, bring that money." And then she said, "I'm gonna keep your money, right?" And he said, "Look, this ain't no time for joking." So Karen's mother is there, and she fixed her Karen some breakfast for her, and she also gave her some advice. She have a meeting. She said, "I want you to have a meeting with both Zach and Aaron. Invite both of them over at the same time." She wanted to write a letter and then put your thoughts all in the paper, so that way you don't forget anything, and your mind is clear, and you can write down how you feeling and what are you feeling. So Karen wants Zach to do right by the baby. That's all she wants. She want him to get her out. She want to get him out of the sentence, out her system. But the mama wants her to know that Aaron could be the baby daddy too, and she's just not sure. She don't know who the baby daddy is, and I got a feeling that it's gonna be Aaron. I'm not sure, but I think it's going to be Aaron. Danny is really thinking about Sabrina. She is not made. She said Danny said that Sabrina is not made for jail. She's not jail material. And they said her and Maurice are confessing to the robbery on tape, and said she will be calling Robin her boss when he gets out of court. But he's in London because he has connections in the courts that they may use to get her out. So they have to wait. She haven't seen the judge yet, and she's in federal court. She's in federal court. I need y'all to hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. Please hit that like button and share this video after we finish, okay? Because it keep me in the algorithm. So Zach and Fatima are at the gym, and Deja comes over flirting with Zach, testing, rubbing on him. She testing Fatima. She rubbing all on Zach and everything. Fatima act like she couldn't hear her and while she was working out. Deja put her hands all on his back, massaging him, and he trying to get her off of him. Fatima went off. Deja said, "Oh, it's like that, huh? Oh, it's like that." So they get into it. Fatima said, "Don't let me find out you breaking ish, on purpose just to get Zach to come over there to fix something. Because every time you look, it's something that's broke." Now, this man to remodel this whole house and fix this whole house up, so it shouldn't be nothing broke. It's a nice place, and it's that's just Deja flirting. You know what I'm saying? And she testing Fatima. But see, Fatima, that type of itch that gon' put you in your place, okay? She ain't no joke. So Aaron was at the gym. He walks in and he wanted to talk to Zach about Karen and her stress. So Zach told Aaron, whatever you need to do and whatever you need to say, you can say it in front of Fatima. He talked about her being stressed and how she was in the hospital. Aaron leave. Fatima said, are you sure you still not in love with Fatima? Not Fatima, with Karen, and Zach said he has love for her, but I'm not in love with her. Zach and Fatima go back and forth, and Zach slipped up and called Fatima Kern. Lord, y'all, why did he do that? That is the worst argument. Fatima said, "What you call me?" So, and it went off. So, that's the worst argument you can have. And when you call your mate, your ex, and stuff just go all over the place. The emotions is high, and it ain't really nothing that you can say. Sometimes you can be in a relationship and your relationship been over for years, and you can get to arguing, and that name just might slip up. That shit that happened to me before. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't arguing, but what happened, I ended up calling my ex name to my man's name. But I said, I'm sorry. I don't know where that come from. He must be talking about me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I handle it, because it was an honest mistake. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, that was Sistas. Zach called Fatima Karen. That was the main thing, y'all. So thank y'all for watching the show. This has been Sistas, season 5, episode 3. No stress. Tell me what y'all think about it. Leave it down in the comments. What would you do if your ex you call your ex name out to your new lover? Okay, tell me what you think. I told y'all what happened to me. So put it down in the comments, and I catch y'all on the next video. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, keep me in the algorithm, and I appreciate you watching. Thank y'all, and have a good day. Bye-bye.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.